Well, I ran across an interesting deal. A guy that has a storage facility called me up, and he had a couple of motorcycles that had been abandoned. Or somebody doesn't pay storage for like 6 months and never hear from him again. Well, I traded him 2 30 packs of Bush Light for these. It's a 73 Honda 125 Scrambler, the CL. Now this was a 74 125 CB. At least the frame is. It took me a while to figure out what was going on here. This motor is one of those Chinese replacement motors, a live fan. Now, it really appears to me like this has never been, like somebody started putting the motor in and never finished it. Never got, there's no top motor mounts. It's just kind of set in there. So I'll have to take a closer look at that motor, because like I said, they're a replacement for these. And for other uses, they're kind of a all-purpose sort of thing, but they're a 200cc motor. So I find that interesting. I think they sell for like $500 new or something. But it really seems to me that never has been operated. My thought at first, I could very easily scrap both of these out and sell them for parts. There's stuff like this is weird. I hadn't seen this. I don't recall. It's got a disc brake on the front, but it's a manually operated disc brake. It's not hydraulic. There's a cable that runs up. But that's a 74. And I wasn't working. 73, I was still working at a Honda shop. There's a very good chance that I put this 73 together out of the crate. I put a lot of them together. They come partially disassembled. And looking at this one, it's in pretty nice shape, really. Yeah, it's got 4,454 miles on it. That's pretty low mileage. It needs a seat, which all this stuff is available for these, and both side covers. But then, I think I could make that thing run. And she does turn over. Honda makes a good motor. And she does have compression. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, my first thought was scrap these out. I got them because I know my brother's always interested in older Hondas. A lot of the parts off of that CB are actually interchanged with the Scrambler. Like the rear fender is the same, front fender is a little different. But the only difference, the Scrambler model had the pipe that was up. Instead of that low pipe like the CB had. But the pipe is missing. Yeah, roosters are handy to have. I'm at my brother's, and that's his roosters. But if anything is going on, I gotta make a racket. But I think, a little 125 Honda, like I said, I have a good chance I put this one together. So we'll see what my brother says, but I might end up, it'd be a great one for a kid to learn to ride on. And they will go off-road. And in fact, what I'm surprised, the tires are in excellent shape. Actually, except for the tank and the side covers. This thing is in really nice shape. So I guess what I'll do is I'll tinker around, see if I can get it running. I don't need the seat for that. Then I'll make a decision. The exhaust looks like she's kind of boogered, but the shield is good. So I can always patch up that exhaust system. Or they probably make new ones for them. You know, these things have been around for a long time. And they're very popular in overseas countries. You know, they're economical because all get out. So, and this La-Fan, that might be more valuable as part. But I'll tinker with it a little. But like I said, the only bolts, you know, the front motor bolts are in. That's the only bolts holder in there. It really looks like somebody just stuck it in there. Was going to make a project of it. Maybe they didn't find the right motor mounts for the top or something. I don't know. But like I say, I could part this out and come out good on it. You know, wheels and brakes and all that stuff, that's all got value. Even, you know, instruments. Yeah, this one, 11,274. You know, a lot of these little bikes never got many miles on them. It isn't unusual to see 3,000 or 4,000 miles, but that's a pretty good condition. So, I don't know. Fork boots are leaking on both of them. You know, the seals are bad. But all that stuff is available. But I think I'll play around with that motor. Get the other one, see if I can get that running first. And then play around with this motor and just see what the hell I'm dealing with there. Because I think they made a couple different versions of this motor. One with an overhead cam and one with push rods. I would say this is the overhead cam one. I think that would be behind this where it says CDI. And that looks like a cam chain adjuster there. But yeah, you know, I'm just guessing. I haven't played with Chinese technology. Well, it's got the heel toe shifter. But like, see, none of that stuff bolted on. It's like the guy put it in there, thinking he could make this work, and then just lost interest. So it might be a usable motor yet. You know, it might be, but I'm not particularly interested, because even if this stock motor is bad, you can put the piston in the cylinder and all that on for like 45 bucks. So it's not a big expense, but I'll just have to see. You know, I have to calculate out if to get the seat, and you have to get a new seat cover, because you need the seat pan and the seat cover. Side covers might be the trickiest part, but I would think somebody in Taiwan would be remolding those, because they're just plastic and they just pop on there, which is why a lot of them are gone, because they just pop off. But I think I could make a pretty good running bike out of it without investing a lot of money in it. Not that I particularly need a 125. But, you know, just thinking. There's a possibility there. But that's what 230 packs will get you. A little bush of light.